How do I keep my breath feeling fresh when I'm around girls in my university for long periods of time?
Well, a big thing that will really help, number one, is get a water pick. You should water pick after every, because it's like dental floss, but it blasts the food out of your gums and in between your teeth. Because it's like, especially as you get older and your inmates had any dental work, you got crowns or whatever, there's space under there, food gets trapped under there. Like my dad's got a lot of crowns, and like especially when he eats sushi, about an hour and a half later, it's like it's like acid breath. It smells really rank. I mean, you can smell them like 10 feet away. So it's important to do that, to water pick, blast the stuff out of your teeth and your gums. That will help. Having an electric toothbrush, I use what the hell you call those things? It's not the ultrasound, it's the Sonicare. And I like that one because it vibrates a lot, and it's important to use the brush on your tongue and get in the back, especially if you got that white film on your tongue. And if you smoke cigarettes, it's going to give you bad breath. If you smoke weed, it's going to give you bad breath. If you're eating like onions and garlic and stuff, it's going to give you bad breath. So it's super important to water pick, to brush your tongue, and after every meal. And if you're on campus, have some mint gum or some mint Tic Tacs or Altoids.
I love Altoids.
There's all kinds of things you can do because having fresh breath is nice. If you drink a lot too, it can also make your breath kind of stanky.
Also,
and rank.
You should be drinking lots of water and staying hydrated throughout the day. Because if you're not drinking enough water, that will affect...
you get dry mouth.
Yeah,
Yep.
You get dry mouth, and that will affect the stank of your breath.
Exercising,
Or
doing
if he takes
cardio,
Adderall.
weight training, the kind of food that you eat, all that stuff matters. If you're not exercising and you're eating lots of sugar and you're overweight and you drink and you smoke cigarettes or you smoke weed and you brush your teeth in the morning at like 7 o'clock before you dipped out, now it's 3:30 in the afternoon because you've been in class all day, you ate lunch, maybe with some garlic on it, you're going to have that funky taste in your mouth. If you can't brush your teeth, then yeah, having some gum, some Altoids, some mint Tic Tacs, mint gum, there's things that you can do. But the most important thing is, like, when you're home in the morning, you should, even if you water picked before you go to bed, because what's nice about the water pick is it's kind of like a pressure washer. It blasts off the film that kind of builds up on your teeth. And if you chewed some food last night that was still pretty hard and your water pick didn't get it out, it in essence rots in your mouth overnight. And then when you blast it with the water pick in the morning, whatever the stuff was that was stuck in your teeth is a little softer. And so, it'll clean that out. But doing your tongue and having a nice, I use Tom's propolis and myrrh with, it's like peppermint, and it has baking soda in it, because baking soda is base. And plus having a toothpaste with baking soda in it will really help keep your teeth nice and shiny and get the film off. And that's what I love about the Sonicare toothbrushes. You just, hold it over your teeth, and it really does a great job of cleaning your teeth and even your tongue, especially like when you stick your tongue out and you get way back in the back of your throat where that white goo tends to build up during the day. That'll help a lot. So ideally, if you're at home, water pick in the morning, brush your teeth, brush your tongue. After lunch, same exact thing, water pick, brush your tongue, brush your teeth. And then same thing in the evening. Ideally after every meal, but if you can't, you got to have some things along with it, because there's nothing worse than going out on a date, because you hear girls complain about it a lot, especially if they're out all night and then you start making out with somebody at 12 o'clock at night or 1 o'clock in the morning after they had sushi around 6 o'clock and they've been doing shots and they've been drinking and you've been dancing and you're kind of sweaty and kind of smelly. There's nothing worse than somebody's got some rank ass breath because their dental hygiene, they don't really take the time to clean their grill properly.
Also, I went on a date one time, and I found that, the first date, I was like, this guy's breath kind of smells funny. And then, the second date, after that, it never smelled again. So I think a lot of times people, when they get nervous, they get, a stinky breath.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Or if they weren't properly hydrated like that day.
Yeah.
But I think besides brushing your teeth and just keeping your breath clean,
Water pick.
you should just worry about your overall health and your teeth in general, because like whatever you end up consuming can eventually affect your teeth. Like example, as like for cigarettes, as someone who grew up with a parent who smoked cigarettes, the longer you smoke cigarettes, the more it actually does affect not only your breath but your teeth. Like your teeth actually get yellow, and who knows, worst case scenario, they rot. So besides breath, just take care of your teeth in general.
You can get
Yeah,
some
if you're
cool
taking
dentures.
lots of sugar and lots of carbs, also your breath will be kind of stanky. Because if you think about it, when your body metabolizes sugar of any kind, it leaves an acid ash. And so it takes 80 parts alkalinity to neutralize 20 parts acid. And so if you're, it's because most people when they're in college, what they're doing, they're eating junk food, they're eating fast food, they're going to Taco Bell for Nachos Bel Grande at 2 a.m. in the morning, and they're eating a lot of sugary junk, and so they're putting things in their body that will ferment. And so when you look at your blood using like dark field microscopy to do live blood analysis, you'll see lots of yeast, candida, and bacteria and stuff that is the kind of stuff that flourishes like in a, when you think of water, like you look at the ocean, like when the water's real clear and it's blue and you can see down 30 feet to the bottom, and all the fish, they're, if you're snorkeling or scuba diving, their colors are real bright and they're real dark, versus like you see this stagnant pond of water and there's stuff rotting in the water and the water's brackish and dark and it smells. And when you look in the water, there's tadpoles, there's all kinds of gook floating around in there, and that's basically what happens to us. So if you're incredibly unhealthy and you don't exercise, you don't eat, you don't do any cardio, you're going to be kind of stinky. Your armpits will be stinky, your sweat will be stinky, your breath will be stinky, and you'll be stinky. And especially when she goes down to do a little fellatio,
The
you'll
balls.
be a little, the ball sack is going to be a little stanky.
Salt and vinegar chips.
Make sure you clean your butt before you go out on a date. Don't pinch a giant loaf off and then just hop on a date, and then she goes down on you, all she does is smell ass. That's a buzzkill. Clean your butt, gentlemen. Clean it really well.
Clean your booty.
Clean your booty. And mow the front lawn. Shave the shaft and the balls. It's really great for preventing too much friction and making you really super raw.
But do it that day, because if you do it like
Yes,
the day before.
don't be having a stubble, because then it's like a grinder on both of you. That's not good. It's like an industrial grinder down there, and then you can't have sex for 2 or 3 days because you both are so raw and sore. That sucks.